There is an insanely cool setup happening right now for crypto, for Bitcoin, and for altcoins. I want to share what I'm looking at and what I expect to happen for the rest of the year. The first thing is that we are most likely going to get 2 more rate cuts. I want to talk about that. Then what usually happens towards the end of the year for Bitcoin, taking a look at Bitcoin dominance and showing what usually happens for Bitcoin and for altcoins for October and for the rest of the year. This is going to be very, very important to know. But before I go into that, I first want to dive in right here. So 2 rate cuts right now is priced in at around 86% odds. Very, very high. So that already is incredibly bullish for risk assets. So I want to dive into what the rest of the year should look like based on the charts, and also taking a look at what Bitcoin and then altcoins historically do at the end of each year. First though, if you are a trader, check out BTCC, link below, super low trading fees and a massive, massive first time deposit. So starting right here, October averages 20% for Bitcoin. So a 20% average return for October, which is huge. And if Bitcoin does go up 20%, that would put Bitcoin at over $144,000 per today's price. Now, you can see the post-halving years, Bitcoin went up a lot more, 40% in 2021 and 48% almost in 2017. So it could be quite a lot higher. This 20% average is taking into account a down year way back in 2014, where we went down 13%. So that alone is super bullish. And then heading into November, which is an average of 46% up for Bitcoin, huge, huge couple months coming out. So next I want to talk about this. This is really important. This is Bitcoin dominance, the percent of the entire crypto market cap made up from Bitcoin. So what I want to do is show you from 2017 what happens in October, November, and December. So right here, October of 2017, Bitcoin dominance goes up a ton, which means that more of the market share for the crypto market cap is in Bitcoin. Essentially, it makes more sense to hold Bitcoin. And then we can see November and December and January go down. So that would mean altcoins are better than Bitcoin for the rest of the year. October 2018, Bitcoin dominance goes up, and then it goes up a little bit in November, and then December, it goes down. For 2019, Bitcoin dominance is kind of flat for October. Taking a look at 2020, we can see October, massive spike for Bitcoin dominance, a little bit down in November, and then massively up for December. Taking a look at 2021, Bitcoin dominance is up for October, which again makes more sense to hold Bitcoin. November and December, Bitcoin dominance is down. So that would mean capital is flowing into altcoins. So this is just kind of a summary. Bitcoin dominance usually goes up in October and falls towards the end of the year. It happened in 2021 and also for 2017, massive increase in Bitcoin dominance, and then it falls for the rest of the year. So what this means historically is that the year after the Bitcoin halving, it makes more sense to hold Bitcoin in October than it does to hold Ethereum or other altcoins. So far, we haven't seen a really big spike in Bitcoin dominance for this month. We've seen the entire crypto market cap go up. We actually just hit a new all-time high for the entire crypto market cap. And we can actually see that right here, taking a look at a monthly chart. So the entire crypto market cap hit a new all-time high. So this is everything. This is Bitcoin, ETH, large caps, small caps, stable coins, everything. And this is a really, really good indicator that we are moving higher. I drew these little rectangles, squares a few months ago saying that we are primed for another breakout. And yep, that's what's happening right now. New all-time high for the entire crypto space. And we're seeing Bitcoin go up in October. We're seeing Ethereum go up in October. This is going to be the monthly chart. So far, Ethereum is up quite a bit for the month of October. XRP is also up. Taking a look at Solana, it's also up for October. Sui, also up. ADA, also up. I can keep going down the list. Link, also up, right? Most of the altcoins are up. Binance crushing it, absolutely crushing it. I drew this level a while ago saying this is a really good buy zone, and yes, it was. So hopefully you guys got some BNB because I've been talking about it for a while. So Nonetheless, we are seeing the entire crypto space go up. But historically, again, we see Bitcoin dominance go up in this month, and then we're going to see it fall November and December. And seeing stories like this, right? Trump is pitching for a $2,000 stimulus check from tariff revenue. I mean, this is just one of the many, many, many stories. If you follow my content here, you see me talk about bull stories all the time. But man, if we have a $2,000 stimulus going to every single adult in America, I think that'll drive retail back into crypto, especially we get stimmy checks, plus we get lower rates. I think that could have a massive impact on people's desire to YOLO into smaller coins, especially again when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, which could happen any moment, and also Ethereum, Solana, Sui. A lot of these large layer ones are going to hit a new all-time high, at least I believe they will. That will really drive a lot more people back into crypto that maybe haven't been involved since December of last year during the last kind of mini altcoin rally. So this is a short video. Just wanted to make this for you guys. We are just seeing a lot of factors play into possibly a really, really great end of this year and moving into 2026, in my opinion. A high likelihood of 2 rate cuts for this year, possible stimmy checks, most likely next year if that would happen, and then Bitcoin dominance going up in October, which is good for Bitcoin, and then most likely dropping for the end of the year, which is great for altcoins as well. Plus, we're looking at the business cycle peaking next year, which will continue this bull market, which a lot of people think will happen. So we're seeing a lot of really interesting things happen. I think the most important thing is just to have assets and not be on the sidelines, because we saw just how quickly Bitcoin went from 108K to 122. It happened in a few days. I'm like, what? Like, that's how quickly things can happen. And that's how quickly things, can happen going forward. $10,000 wicks, $10,000 daily moves for Bitcoin. So hope you guys are doing well. And that is it for the video. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.